Hey Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is your August 2020 horoscope prediction video. So the way that I do horoscope prediction videos for the month is I first look at your theme, the challenges you're going to face, messages from divine, and then hidden things you might not be aware of that are coming to you in the month of August 2020. Then we'll look at specific categories such as what actions you should take, the mindset to take on this month, your love and romance and career and finances. Lastly, we'll roll the astro dice to get a little bit more insight using astrology into the month for you. If you're cross-watching for someone that you love, I will go ahead in the description box below and put a link to the love and romance section so you can hop right there. You want to go ahead and watch your sun, moon, and rising sign videos because if you combine all three together, you're going to get a much more specific reading for you personally. And if you would like a personalized reading, I do offer them on my website at www.minanixtarot.com. All right, let's begin. Let's go ahead and start out with your theme, messages, and hidden things. Some oracle cards to go with that. Alrighty, so let's talk about the theme of August 2020 for you, Aquarius. You've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Hummingbird. Okay, Aquarius, so what I'm gathering here is you have been putting in a lot of work, a ton of work over the past couple of months, and you are really ready to start seeing some payouts. The problems with being a bit pushy and a bit insistent about getting what you deserve is that a lot of times it doesn't go over in the way that you want it to go, especially for an air sign who does tend to struggle with the correct emotional response to things. Yes, you've been working hard, and yes, you deserve to be getting rewards, but make sure that you have actually put in the right kind of work. So just doing work for work's sake, it's not necessarily what's being asked of you right now. Right now, you're doing a lot of work hoping to get some kind of validation or reward from it. But what Spirit is really asking you to do this month is to put in the work just for the sake of wanting to be a good person who puts in the work, if that makes any sense. And so let's talk about the hidden things that you might not be aware of this month. We've got the Queen of Cups reversed and the Octopus. So a lot of water energy here. Yeah, so the phrase that they just said to me was, all this work and for what, to what end? Like, what are you really wanting to get out of it? And do you know what you want to get out of it? I feel like you're kind of right now, you're sort of walking around being a bit bitter, being a bit insecure, kind of everything really hits you really hard emotionally. It's making you a bit spiteful, and it's making, whereas your work used to be about something meaningful to you, I feel like right now it's a little bit like you're doing it to prove that you're the best one there, or you're doing it to prove that you're the hardest worker at this point, instead of really doing it for the greater good. And so Spirit is telling you, just so you know, you've kind of created a situation for yourself. You've sort of worn yourself down to the point where it's really hard for you to emotionally process. And as we know, I am a Aquarius cusper, so I struggle with this as well. It can be really hard for us to emotionally process. When you are tired or overworking yourself, then we can get a little bit manipulative in a way to get what we want and kind of use emotions as a tool to get what we want instead of as the expression that they need to be. You really need to work on putting up boundaries. You really need to work on making sure that things are more balanced in your life, and you need to work on your saying no skills. Saying, nope, I need to sign off now, or nope, this is too much, or nope, this isn't working for me. you really need to put those boundaries in your life and realize that you are not all one thing. I feel like you're really putting all of your eggs in one basket right now. And it's time for you to say, okay, I have X amount of time for this thing that I'm obsessing over right now, and then the rest of the time will be spent here, because I feel like you need a break from this situation for a little bit, and you deserve it. You have been working hard. There's no question about it. Let's talk about messages from the divine. We've got the Chariot and the Black Egg. This is going to be good, people. So Spirit is saying, if you are speaking your truth, if you are being true to yourself and really digging in to see if you are overworking and overstriving to get something for the greater good to help humanity, or if you are, be honest with yourself, are you doing it to be the best and for like egotistical reasons, or are you doing it for the greater good? If you do connect back to that purpose of why you were originally pushing yourself so hard, then things are about to change for you in the best possible way. You are getting ready to get into serious control of your life, as long as you're staying focused on the things that you want. The Chariot card could also talk about being a bit defensive or aggressive and kind of hiding your emotional vulnerabilities, for all purposes. What they are saying is, if you do not speak your truth on your emotions, if you really don't if you do not take time to take a hard look on what you're feeling or why your motivations behind things, then this Chariot's not going to be obtainable. You're not going to be able to get what you want. You're not going to be able to really focus in on the things that you need. It is okay to be emotionally vulnerable. We've got this Cups card, this Water card in reverse. That's how I know you're struggling with your emotions. You're struggling to express them. You don't know what to do with them. Look at them, feel them. It's okay. It's okay to not know the answers, and it's okay to not be doing it all right at this time. Just let yourself feel for a minute and know that there's nothing wrong with you. There really isn't. And you really need to start speaking your truth, and you really need to start looking at things for the way that they are and not the way that you want them to turn into. And once you kind of accept reality in the way that it is, I feel like you're going to be much happier moving forward. Let's talk about what challenge you're going to have in August of 2020. Although I think we might have an inkling of an idea. The Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. It's wanting to really focus in on family, and you're really going to be struggling to accept support from your family. You're going to be struggling to feel closeness with your family. Your family is going to be reaching out to you, and it's going to be difficult for you to really be as open with them as they want to be with you. And so let's talk about what actions you can take in order to kind of help with that. The Emperor reversed. There is someone who is coming off way too aggressive with you, and that might be why you are feeling a little bit rebellious. You're feeling a little bit powerless, which is why you are really pushing hard right now to try to be the best, to try to earn a gold star in some kind of way. And when this person comes to you, and I'm assuming it's a family member or someone that you're in a relationship, and they come to you and they're like, hey, I just want to be really open and honest with you. If they try to start some of their nonsense that they've had in the past, like I'm sensing this person comes to you at first and they're like, I'm just really sad. You just make me really sad. And they make it seem like it's all about you, like you did something wrong, when in reality you didn't do anything wrong. And then they start to make you feel bad or make you feel like you owe them something. Stand up to this person. You are never going to get out of this cycle until you break this cycle. And it's really time for you to stand up to this person and say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not taking this anymore. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. I'm sorry, I'm not taking this anymore. This doesn't work for me anymore, and this isn't how this relationship is going to go anymore. And if you can't agree to my terms, then I guess we don't get to have a relationship. And I know that seems cold-hearted, and I know that's like a lot of emotions for you to take on, but the best way to handle this person actually is in a calm and logical way. And so, Aquarius, you are very good at logical. That is already a strength you have. And so approaching this person with a logical, they're going to come at you emotionally, and you're going to approach them logically. I'm sorry that you feel this way. I think what would be best for us is if we handled the relationship like this moving forward. If you don't agree, then that's okay. Maybe we need some time away, or maybe this is the end of our relationship at this point. And really use calm logic in the face of their emotional chaos, in the face of their bullying, their authoritative stance on things. Let's talk about what mindset you should have in August. The Three of Swords and the Four of Cups. So the temptation and the mindset that you may have been stuck in lately is a bit of heartache. That's what I'm sensing. I'm sensing heartache, a loss of some sort, and you're really so stuck in this loss and how things could have been and how things should have gone and what you could have done to make it better, that you are missing out on opportunities that are around you. This Four of Cups is saying like, hey, we're presenting you with stuff, but you're so focused on this loss that you're not really able to mentally understand and see what we have around you. Even if it's something insignificant, but it sparks a little bit of interest in you, pursue it. That would be my advice. I know we're not in the action section, but if you hear something or you start learning about something that you're slightly interested in, I would highly encourage you to pursue it this month, because there's going to be some small little thing that you might, if you are so wrapped up in your own emotions and in your brain this month, you're going to miss it. And so I want you to go ahead and just anything that sparks joy, follow it, because even the smallest of things can have a huge impact in the rest of our lives. So definitely pursue that. Let's move into love and romance. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, love and romance, August 2020. The Hermit, and an oracle card. Use your imagination. All right, when we see the Hermit, this is all about kind of withdrawing. It's about not taking a front seat in your own life. It's about kind of going and hiding and recuperating. And it's paired with this crown chakra card. And for those of you who are feeling the frustration and constant fatigue and mental fog and depression, then your crown chakra is what needs to be worked on at this time. So I would highly recommend doing some healing crown chakra activities. One of the things that you can do is, an easy thing is just to turn on a crown chakra meditation that you can find here on YouTube. Doing some crown chakra yoga, of course, is going to be really great. Essential oils like jasmine, rose, lavender can really help soothe a crown chakra that's in distress. And then in general, just getting out there in the sun. Just spending a little time outside and absorbing some vitamin D can really do a lot for mental clarity for a person. In love specifically with the Hermit, if you're single, you're really coming out of the other side of loneliness and solitude. I feel like you have had an incredibly nasty breakup and you're just now kind of feeling like putting your feelers out there and getting back out with the world and sort of meeting new people. You're ready for that fresh start. If you're in a relationship, the Hermit card can mean that you have sort of an older and wiser type of partner, or just a old soul kind of partner that you are with at this time. You really have to put in a lot of effort to connect with them because you are feeling drawn to withdraw, and it's going to take a lot of extra effort for you in August of 2020 to really reach out to them and make a deeper connection with them this month. Doing your own thing instead of spending time together is completely fine. Just make sure you pop in with them every once in a while to let them know that you still care and to check in to make sure that they're okay. But again, you don't have to be with each other 24/7. Just communicate with them. Let them know kind of what's going on with you and the things that you need. For career and finance, Two of Wands. So two paths are currently available for you at work. You are going to be put in a position of choosing to stay in your current career path or take a different path. Or for some of you, there's going to be a few positionings open up and you're going to have to decide whether to stay in your current position or take a different position, or you may be choosing between two completely new positions. Again, this is a general reading, so depending on your work situation, that will be changed, but you're definitely making some kind of choice or decision. Financially, this represents financial stability and finding a financial balance. Whenever this card appears, that's really great in finances. You're probably going to be really interested in savings and financial security this month. So good for you, Aquarius. Last thing I'd like to do is roll the Astro Dice to see if we can get any additional insight into the reading. We've got the Pisces symbol, the 8th house here, which is Scorpio, and Mars, which is ruled, and Venus, which is ruled by Taurus and Libra. So Venus is all about attraction, love, relationship, and harmony. So everything coming together in balance. I love that role for you. Scorpio is about sex, intimacy, joint ventures, and so I'm really seeing you opening up to love and you finding a balance between yourself and love in this situation. Both Scorpio and Pisces are about mysticism or kind of imagination, illusion, kind of that like mythical, magical world. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you are kind of in a stage of life where you are imagining what you want the next phase of life to be, where you get some time this month to kind of sit down and think through, okay, if I were to imagine my perfect life, if I were to imagine my perfect partner, if I were to imagine my perfect sex life, whatever it is, and then being able to really form that in your mind so that you can go after that thing. I'm really seeing the focus shifting from work and into personal life and emotions for you. So good luck to you this month, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and give it a like or comment down below. Subscribe to my channel for pick a card videos as well as monthly horoscope readings, and I will see you next time. Bye!